Hello everyone and welcome to Ibrox Stadium Press Room. It is William Hill Premiership Match Day. Rangers versus Celtic. It is Sunday, March the 1st. Kenny, how are you? Well?
Yeah, I am very nervous. Then the closer it gets to kick-off, the more nervous I'm getting, mate. But yeah, really looking forward to this.
Yeah, we're just under an hour to kick off this game exclusively on Sky Sports. So unfortunately that means for us we cannot vlog from the Matchday gantry, which is a bit disappointing, but we'll bring you beforehand update at half time and then we'll do a full-time report as well. Kenny, Rangers team is out. It is an attacking one. It is Jack Butland in goals, back in at right back, Dujon Sterling at left back is two Romans. In the middle we have John Souttar, who captains the side next to Manny Fernandez. The two in midfield, number 43 Nico Raskin, partnered by 42 Tochi Chukwueze. Mickey Moore is in on the left-hand side. Right is Andreas Skov-Olsen. Up front, Yusuf Chermiti partnering Ryan Nadiri. It is 4-4-2. It is 4-2-2-2. It is a variation, but it's a very attacking formation. On the bench for Rangers, Liam Kelly, James Tavernier, Mohamed Diamande, Tello Asgard, Nadim Bayrami, Jedi Gassama, Nasser Jiga, Bojan Miovski and Jaden Meghoma. That is a Rangers 11 I called for, minus Skov-Olsen, who starts ahead of Oliver Antman, who doesn't make it. He does have hamstring issues. Big call. Dujon Sterling is in at right back, Duer Romans at left. That's an attacking side. They will provide the width. How do you feel about that team selection?
I'm delighted with it, actually. It's exactly the team I wanted. I know you had the question mark over Skov-Olsen. You wanted Oliver Antman instead, but I think he's a big game player, mate. Let's hope he turns up for us and does the business. Delighted to see Dujon Sterling make it. I think we've went for that physicality. I think we've went for the height and the physicality in our team. And I think when you look at our team compared to theirs, there is a difference there. So I'm looking to for us to take advantage of that. The bench is really strong, Stevie. That's what I like to see at this minute in time. That since January we're looking at that squad and there is a big difference in the strength in every position. There's two there for every position basically, and I like to see that. So the team that starts will not be the team that clearly finishes that game. I would expect the likes of Gassama and perhaps Miovski to come on at some time. I'd like to see Bayrami come on. Diamande will very likely play a part at some point, and you'll find James Tavernier coming on as well. So I would expect all the subs to be used. And yeah, it's a squad game these days, mate, and I think that's exactly what he's doing.
Celtic line up in goals, Viljami Sinisalo. There is no Kasper Schmeichel, he is not on the bench either. Liam Scales, Eric Negrin, Junior Adama, Yang, Oxlade Chamberlain, Julian Arujo, Dajan Maeda, Callum McGregor, Dane Murray and Kieran Tierney. So that's going to be Sinisalo in goals. It'll be Tierney on the left, Murray and Scales, right back Julian Arujo, midfield three, Oxlade Chamberlain, Callum McGregor and Eric Nygren, who's dangerous. Junior Adamu will play up front with Yang and Maeda either side. It's a 4-3-3. It's attacking from Celtic. Their bench is Ross Doohan, Kanfkara, Luke McCowan, Sebastian Tonetke, Sarachi, Rio Hatate, Benjamin Arthur, James Forrest and Colby Donovan. Any surprises in that team from Celtic? That defence is there to be got. I would have said Dane Murray and Liam Scales at centre back. Kieran Tierney, who's experienced but no longer has the legs. We've seen because Jedi Gassama go past him at Ibrox, which he wasn't there. Skov-Olsen's got to go at him, backed up by Dujon Sterling to go right at him. I would have thought. I don't know much about Julian Arojo. I think he's maybe the boy that scored the winner at Kilmarnock. Don't know a lot about him, but I would want Mikey Moore to be running at him all day long as well and testing him. Oxlade Chamberlain's a good player. We know next to McGregor and Nygren, that's a dangerous three. Nygren always pops up with goals, dangerous from free kicks and set pieces as well. They do have danger in their team, but they're also there to be got at.
They are. That back four in theirs does look quite gettable. That's the way I would use it, the word I would use for it. Their midfield, as you say, Oxlade Chamberlain's a fine player. Callum McGregor's worth a watching. We know these things, but listen, we've got to concentrate on ourselves. We've got to look at this and say, is that as weak a Celtic side as you've seen in a number of years come here? I would probably suggest it is, Stevie. Even their bench, you know, there's some decent players there. I'm surprised the big boy Kevin Chara isn't playing, actually. I think he's come in and done all right for them, so I'm surprised he's not starting, but I'm sure he'll come on. The boy Taneki on the bench as well. Surprised at that, because he's got a goal or two in him. So again, they'll be the same as us. It'll be a totally different team that finishes the game, that starts the game. But for us, I'm going to concentrate on Rangers, mate, and I'm going to look at that and say, if that's not a Celtic team that's gettable, I don't know what is. The battle in midfield is probably where it's going to be won and lost. We have to control it in there, and if we can do that, we'll create chances for our strikers.
Yeah, we'll be looking to get that wide. Mikey Moore and Andreas Skov-Olsen are the key to this, to get it up front as well to Ryan Aderi and Yusuf Chermiti, who can cause them problems. The only team that can stop Rangers today are Rangers, in my opinion. That Celtic team's a good side, but it's not. I think they're coming to the end of their cycle. It's time to go and get after them, go at them straight away and really take it to them, Kenny. I am confident in a Rangers victory because we're at Ibrox Stadium, but it's not an overconfidence. This Celtic side are capable. They are champions, whether we like it or not. They have the muscle memory and knowing how to win these big games. We need to be mindful of that. But saying that, this is Ibrox Stadium. We need to go after them. We need to go for the throat. And I'm hoping that we'll be sitting here at half-time and full-time saying exactly that. Rangers have no other option today. It's a must-win. We have to go for it.
Yeah, we do. The truth is, Stevie, with the results yesterday, Hearts winning 1-0 yet again. They've got this incredible knack of finding 3 points at the moment, so we have to make sure, with that along with the Motherwell game, that we have to take the 3 points here. And without being overly dramatic about this, I think whoever loses this game today is really going to struggle to win this league from here. So that's how important it is. I think it's as big a game at Ibrox as we've been involved with it in a long time. I do feel that if a draw kind of cuts the pair of their heads off to a certain degree, it's going to be played like a cup tie, I would imagine. I think both teams are going to have to go out and try and get the 3 points, Stevie, because if they don't, it's going to be damaging to their title hopes. It's that simple. And I'm like you, I genuinely believe at this moment in time, at Ibrox, we shouldn't be overly concerned about who we're playing. You've got to give them respect. They're a good side, we know that. But however, we do have to go and take the game to them. We have to win this game, Stevie. So that's where I kind of see it, and we'll see how the 90 minutes unfolds.
Yeah, we'll be back with all the half-time and full-time updates. We'll see you again at half-time. Good luck to Rangers. Let's go and get this. Half-time at Ibrox Stadium. It is Rangers 2, Celtic 0. It's the Yusuf Chermiti masterclass. Kenny, that was fucking wonderful.
That was outstanding, mate. From first minute to last, we have absolutely dominated that first half. If we can keep that up in the second half, I expect more goals. Actually, that's the kiss of death, perhaps. I don't want to say that, but at the same time, we have been so dominant. I have every single first ball that we won. I mean, every single one of them, Stevie. The boy Chermiti is just he's an enigma, that boy, isn't he? What a fantastic finish for the first goal. Incredible. And he's done incredibly well for the second goal. Just never give up attitude. Absolutely phenomenal. The two of them up front, him and Nadiri, caused them absolute chaos at the back.
Yeah. Rangers first on it, first contact every time as well. Every time it comes in the box. Celtic, I don't remember Jack Butland having a save. He's had a couple of crosses, but Rangers went straight at it. With the Romans down the left, who's caused them all sorts of issues. Mikey Moore has been wonderful, skipping by people. Callum McGregor booked late in the half for taking him down. But the first goal came. It went down the left hand side. It worked its way out. Skov-Olsen gets it. He's up against two. Works it onto his right foot. We know he's left footed, and just produces a wonderful cross, which is in that corridor of uncertainty because it's. Everybody rushes in and he puts it slightly behind, and there is Yusuf Chermiti, acrobatic.
Wow.
We've seen Scott McTominay score a wonderful goal for Scotland, and it really was. See, with regards to finesse, finish, this was sensational. If you haven't seen it, go and find it and go and watch it, because Yusuf Chermiti with an overhead kick, it's just a simply wonderful moment. 10 million down the drain. Oh my word! Oh my word! What a goal, Kenny!
Oh, sensational! Genuinely and completely out the blue. Wonderful work from two Romans. He nicks a ball. I think it's off of Callum McGregor. It gets played out over to Skov-Olsen, as you say, who takes a touch, gives himself a yard of space, whips in a cracking ball, and the rest is the Yusuf Chermiti show.
Stuff of
It's
legends
just
now.
absolutely sensational finish. I mean, genuinely, the whole place erupted, and you know, Ibrox will erupt when you score a goal against them anyway. But it was a proper noise because it was just, we were speechless.
Bedlam.
Yeah, absolutely sensational.
And it really was a wonderful goal. But since that moment, Rangers were on top, and there was a real sense of urgency. Mikey Moore goes on a run. There's lots of more moments, but Rangers are dominating. Chukwani and Raskin just powerful. Celtic dangerous to a point, but there's not much up front doing for them. Nygren still seems like the most dangerous, but their fullbacks are having a torrid time. Tierney is not Kieran Tierney of before. Arujo at the back can't handle Mikey Moore. They can't handle what's coming down, and Rangers go and get a second, and it comes from a mistake. It's a long ball. I think Nadiri flicks it. I think. And it's Dane Murray who tries to clear it. He slices it, so it's a one-on-one with Arujo and with Chermiti. Arujo's ahead of him. He should win it. Chermiti nicks in. He just gets the ball. He pokes it back. And then he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he just pokes it past the goalkeeper as well. Wonderfully finished. He just kind of place poke type bends it. We've not seen him again, but from where it looked like to us on the gantry, and it's 2-0. And it's just a wonderful moment, and that's inside, I think it was about 25, 26 minutes.
26 minutes in,
And Rangers were just rampant at this point, Kenny, completely dominating every first ball, every tackle, everything there. Chukwani and Raskin driving from midfield, getting forward, but we have hurt them, and it's exactly what we said on the shows coming up. Two up front they will not handle, and they haven't, because Nadiri and Chermiti are swapping and they're dropping, and they don't know what to do, and McGregor's just not got the legs anymore to try and keep up with them, and Rangers have been absolutely dominant, and it's 2-0 within 25.
Yeah, and the kind of weird thing for me is they had come back into the game after about 16, 17 minutes.
Without doing much. Yeah.
But they were getting a control of the ball for a few minutes. And then it's been the same for the entire half, Stevie. Whenever we've went forward, we look as if we're causing them absolute panic. And we are. And the second goal kind of epitomises that, where it's Big Chermiti's telescopic legs that these massive big legs that just get in the way, and he nicks the ball off their centre half. I don't know what is it, Murray?
No, Murray slices it, and then it was
Arujo.
Yeah.
And again, it finishes with aplomb, actually, Stevie. It's
brilliant.
a cracking finish to keep composed like that and just tuck it away. Fantastic. And listen, my only concern at this minute in time is it's still only 2, because on the 45 and 46 minutes we've just played there, we could have been 3 or 4 up, Stevie. We should have been.
We should have had a third. Olsen clips it in. Fernandes with a free header. He puts it just wide.
Just wide.
Mikey Moore's had a drive which has been blocked, and Moore's causing them all sorts of problem. But they can't handle the movement on Nadiri and Chermiti. There's more goals for Rangers there, and it's currently, as you say, 2-0 at half time. We'll be back at full time to do hopefully what is a really strong second half in the performance. Kenny, I want more. We're on their throats. I want more. I want us to go for them. Let's hope we do. We'll be back at full time, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-0 half time. Full time here at Ibrox Stadium. It's Rangers 2, Celtic 2 in what can only be described as a game of two halves, in a game that Rangers threw away completely in the second half, Kenny. Kieran Tierney got one back from Celtic. Celtic then got a penalty with 2 minutes left, which Maeda, had Tate, Butland saved again, and then he got it on the third attempt. But Rangers threw that away completely from a game that they absolutely battered Celtic at half time. We knew that we'd come back. They knew they would come back strongly. That's a result that everything points to Hearts' title this year. Every single thing points to Hearts' title. They keep winning. They keep winning 1-0. And we keep drawing and we keep throwing it away. That's 4 draws for Rangers in vital games, and we now trail Hearts by 6 points with just 9 games left. It seems an impossible task now, and not only that, Rangers will be fighting for, dare I say it, 2nd, 3rd, 4th place, whatever it is. Too many draws, a second half that just, Kenny, I don't know how to sum it up, but they completely blew it.
Lost the goal a bad time, I thought, Stevie. We didn't start the second half at all. Just couldn't get moving, couldn't get going, didn't have the same energy about us at all. Lost the first goal at a bad time for me. I thought it just gave them a lot of momentum in the game, and they had other chances. Let's be honest, they've kind of dominated the second half the way we dominated the first. It was that proverbial game of two halves, and I'm kind of really disappointed, because I just felt that if we could pick it up even just for 10 minutes. There was goals there for us in that game all day long, Stevie, and we just never got going in the second half at all. That was my kind of take on that. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I don't remember Celtic keeper having a save in the second half at all. Much like Butland didn't have one in the first. Celtic had all the game. It was a clip cross in, I think, by Tanecki, which Tierney headed in. The penalty at the end came from a cross, which there was an unbelievable save by Jack Butland, and it was deflected off the hand of Dujon Sterling, which by all accounts everybody's saying was a penalty kick, which, okay, fair enough. It then hits his face. Butland makes an outstanding penalty save, then saves a rebound, and then scores again. Was there encroachment? It wasn't given. It's just a second half which Rangers didn't turn up. We didn't test the goalkeeper, we didn't pressure, we didn't win the second balls. I thought the substitution was wrong to bring Ryan Adiri off and put Mohamed Diamande. Had no effect on the game. Celtic continued to build from the back, which when you let them do that, they managed to then get it out to their wider, more dangerous players. Tanecki was really good in the second half, as was Rio Hotati, and Rangers just couldn't cope. It's a second half which really hurts us. 2-0 up, and to throw it away like that. It's not like we missed any chances to go 3 or anything in the second half. After such a dominant first, we just did not turn up, Kenny. It's all but over now for Rangers' title hopes with 6 points. We cannot put a run of games together. We cannot get a run of consistent wins. It all goes to next week to try and win the Scottish Cup now for me. I'm not throwing in the towel in the league because there's still a long way to go, but Rangers are just throwing it away big style. Livingston 2-0 down, to come back to 2 each. Drawn at Hibs 0-0, drawn at Motherwell after being a couple of minutes away from getting 3 points there as well. And we've done it again today. Credit to Celtic, yeah, it sticks in the throat. They were very strong in the second half. They thoroughly deserved something out of the game, given it was the proverbial game of two halves. But we said at half time, go and get more goals, keep your foot on their throat, and they just didn't do it. And when you do that, it ends the way it is. Rangers have blown this, absolutely. Celtic deserved something after the second half. We will always call it the way we see it, and unfortunately that is the way. But for Rangers, Kenny, it's just an absolute disaster.
It is. Too many draws have killed us this season, Stevie. There's not enough lot you can say about that second half. We just did not turn up in the second half at all. It's very disappointing because the game was there for us. As I say, I genuinely believe that game was there for us. But the way we've come out at the start of the second half, the way we've not performed, I don't really know what else to say apart from I'm just really kind of gutted and disappointed in the fact that we just kind of gave them the momentum in the second half and we couldn't get out properly. We couldn't string 3 passes together properly. I just felt there was something not quite right. I couldn't quite make my mind up on what that was. We were talking upstairs. There was a few of us saying, "What do you do to change this?" We couldn't really make up our mind, could we? So it was. Listen, you do have to give Celtic credit. They came out in the second half and they had everything to play for, and they showed it. Whereas I thought dare I say it, I thought some of the players perhaps thought the game was kind of done and dusted. When it's
I also thought we burst our bolt.
I thought we were done.
So.
It was too many players looked really tired in the second half there. Likes of Chermiti looked tired, Nadiri was tired, Noor was tired, Raskin looked very tired in the second half. There was a few of them.
Chukwani was miles off in the second.
Chukwani was done in the second half. So it's just too many not turning up in the second half, mate.
Yeah, it's 2 each. We'll have all the fallout in the upcoming days of this one. It's just a killer. I think it just kills Rangers' league season stone dead, unfortunately, with that second point. It just stopped working in the second half, as David just said there on Heart and Hand. It's a difficult one. All credit to Celtic in that second half. We will see it. Don't like saying it, but Rangers have blown it. Too many draws this season have really killed Rangers, that's for sure. We can talk about Celtic's defeats, but draws have killed us. As for the league season, to be 6 clear of them, I think it keeps us 4 of Motherwell. 2 still clear of Celtic. They have a game in hand midweek, but yeah, that's a sore one for Rangers in a game where they were 2-0 and cruising and should have been home and hosed. That is a disastrous second half. Full time here from Ibrox Stadium. It's Rangers 2, Celtic 2.
The Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.